Why are you gay? I was born this way. Hey, I was born this way. I was born this way. You are not born gay. You are born an African. Africans can be gay too. Africans cannot be gay. Africans can be gay. Africans cannot be gay. Africans can be gay. In fact, historically, there are some Africans who are recorded to have been gay, particularly in Egypt, in Uganda, Kabaka Mwanga and Queen Jinga of Angola. That was our history being whitewashed. Actually, it's the other way around. African society's way of clothing was more gender fluid versus European way of dressing that was more gender rigid. But we are now Christians. You cannot be a gay and be a Christian. It is a sin. It is forbidden in the Bible. First of all, Christianity in sub-Saharan Africa was brought through colonialism, and so was the homophobia. Homosexuality didn't even appear in the Bible until much, much later. And also, these Europeans, they didn't really care that Africans were gay or not. They just wanted an excuse, or one more excuse, to hate Africans. So when you're using the Bible to hate on your gay African children, you're actually just perpetuating a lot of stuff from colonialism. You might want to think about that. But how can you be a gay? It's not a gay, it is just gay. How do you not understand your use of the English language even though you have 3 PhDs? So instead of saying a gay, you want me to say they gay or she gay? What? This is a misuse of pronouns in the English language. First of all, English is not even our language. I will misuse it however I see fit. If they didn't want it misused by us, they should not have brought it to Africa. You speak to me like an American child. You have become westernized and you have lost your culture. You must go back to the village and spend the summer with your grandmother so you can learn discipline. First of all, I am an adult, so we don't summer. Second of all, ICE is doing way too much, so would you please stop threatening your African children with deportation, okay? It would be a little more helpful if you would accept your African children as gay. Maybe they would not go no contact with you. What sort of witchcraft is this that you're putting on me to accept a gay in the family? The same kind of witchcraft that makes you accept all of the predators in the family. My enemies have succeeded. My enemies have succeeded. Thank you so much for watching my skit. As some of you may know, I am not gay. However, I do have a platform. I am a musician, influencer, content creator, and actress. So I wanted to lend my support to Africans who happen to be gay, especially if they still live in countries where homosexuality is criminalized. So this is not a rage bait or queer bait. I simply wanted to show how the hardships that a lot of Africans who happen to be gay, how hard it is for them to even come out to even their own families. A lot of them, they get ostracized, they get disinherited. In places where it's a crime to be gay, they can face imprisonment and punishments, including, unaliving. So let us continue raising awareness and giving support, especially now when we're seeing all these harsh laws against the LGBTQIA plus community, and especially those who live in countries where it's literally illegal to be who you are. Let's keep doing this throughout the year, because even when Pride Month is over, people don't just magically stop being gay, and they need our support more than ever.